Now, what if I actually went out just like this? Welcome back to my channel for my returning subscribers, and if you're new, hey boo, welcome to the gang. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and also turn my bell on so you can be notified when I always post. It's New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. I wonder what y'all are doing, because honestly, I'm getting my makeup. Well, I'm about to do my makeup. This is gonna be like a get ready with me. But I have no clue where I'm going or what I'm doing today. So if I do my makeup for no reason, I'm gonna be so irked. Sorry, y'all. Feeling a little dehydrated. I'm just gonna start. And I'm so sorry I look a mess, guys. It's just because, you know, this is the real me. Yes, I have acne. Yes, I am ashamed of it. I'm just kidding. Well, I really don't care, but it's just like there's some people out there that it's like, girl, da-da-da-da, like, okay, I don't care. I have acne and it's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, so I'm just gonna start, guys. I will be taking this NYX brow pencil in the shade Chocolate, and I got this from Target. You can either get this at Target, Walmart, or like Ulta. They have this at like any drugstore. Okay, babe, so usually when I start my brows, I brush them upward and then I brush it in the direction that it's going. And now I am going to be drawing a light line under my brows. So as you see, I'm starting in the front and then I'm going to work my way towards the tail of my brow. And I never draw a line on the top of my brow. That's personally just me. I only do it at the bottom, and I outline the shape of my brows, as you can see. And make sure you draw the line lightly so you won't look like, you know, a clown. I'm just filling in my brows now, and I'm starting at the tail, and I will work my way towards the front of my brow. And I like to use a light hand. I don't like to go too heavy-handed with this, especially towards the front of your brow. You don't want to fill it in too dark, because your brows will start to look boxy and it will show. You want your brows to look as natural as possible, so just try to use a light hand. I know not everybody likes the same brow, but it's just if you want your brows to look natural. I used to be obsessed with that Instagram fleeky brow, but I kind of outgrew it, and now I just like the soft and natural looking brows, because that's what I'm more so leaned on to. But that brow is still cute on other people, just not me anymore. So I'm taking my Morphe M432 brush, and this is their concealer brush. It's a flat brush, as you can see. This brush is bomb, you guys. Any of you that's looking at this, you guys need to get it, okay? It does the job. And I'm taking my LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Medium Beige, and now I'm just going to conceal and clean up my brows. I start at the front and I work my way towards the tail, and I really like this, because if you made your brows too thick, you can literally clean it up and make it look like you know, they were never thick to begin with. And I kind of made my brows a little thick, so I'm just like thinning it out. I feel like I'm screaming at you guys, and if I am, I'm very sorry about that. But I do want you guys to pay attention to this part, because the way I put my concealer on is like key to having like a really good blended brow. So as you can see, I'm like swiping my concealer across or under my brows, and then I sort of like drag the concealer downward. And I love to reapply concealer on just so it can give that base like a full coverage look. And that's why I keep adding in more concealer, especially because I'm using LA Pro Girl. But if I was using like Tarte or MAC concealer, I would only apply one layer just because it's already so thick. But this stuff is kind of thin to me. So I'm just doing the same thing on the other brow. Oh, so this is like the part where I like go across and under my brow with concealer, and then you see how I'm like swiping it down with the brush, and I do this for a reason, so it can like blend very nicely, and it's gonna be fleeky, okay? So I'm just blending the concealer under my brows with this blending IT brush from Ulta. This is my holy grail blending brush. Like, I love this brush so much. I did get it from Ulta. I'm not sure what the exact one is, but y'all need to invest, okay? It's like blending IT. I will leave it below, and hopefully you guys can kind of see what it looks like in the store. It's not hard to find. And now I'm just taking my spoolie and I'm blending my brows out, okay? So now I'm taking my Plouise base in the shade 3, Rumor, and I'm using that same concealer brush from Morphe, and I'm just using that to apply it on my eyelids. This is going to be the base for my eyelids, so my shadows can be bright and vibrant. This concealer base is so lit, y'all. Y'all need to get you guys one, okay? I know I look crazy, but we're going to transform soon, and nobody's going to be able to tell us a thing. Now, what if I actually went out just like this? So I just like to pack it on like this. And you see how I got in my inner corner, just because I like putting shadow in there as well. And you guys can also go back in and add another layer of the base if you want, just to make it thicker, but I decided to stop at the first. But I am going in with this Afrique palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to go in with Dakar right here. It's this orange shade. So you always want to use a light color to start off with your transition color, and this is your transition color is basically the first color that you apply, and this is going to help all the other colors that you apply on your shadow blend seamlessly. So I just start at the ends and I packed it on. I'm more so of a packer, and then I blend it out. So you guys will kind of see that. And I know you guys probably hear this all the time, but windshield wiper motions back and forth. So that is really the key for blending. And it's also very important not to apply so much shadow all at once. Build your colors up. Start off with a little bit and then work your way to some more product. So I went back in and added more orange just to intensify that look. So as you can see, it looks really, really dark now. And I just kept building the color. Okay, babe, so now I'm taking my Morphe M441 brush and I'm just blending out the top of those edges. And this brush is so fluffy and soft and I love it. So the next color that I'm taking is this brown shade, Cameroon, from the same palette. And I'm just going in and applying this under that orange shade. So I'm applying this like in my crease with that same Ulta brush that I've been using. And I'm just going back and forth, windshield wiper motions. And you also want to pack and apply this color more and more so it can intensify. And since I did use the orange shade with this brush, you can also like wipe it off if you want with a napkin or a paper towel. You don't have to like wash it off or anything, just like slightly wipe it and then apply your next color on. So the more shadows that you apply, you want to go darker, and that's the reason why I use the brown shade, because I feel like it goes very well with this orange color. And it's actually intensifying this look. As you can see, it's like really, really bringing it out. And I am putting this color in my crease, so it is giving it more depth. Okay, babe, so I'm taking my Morphe fluffy brush and I'm blending both of these colors together just so it can blend and look very, very nice. And I'm taking this Morphe 35C palette, and it is a very colorful palette. I definitely recommend it for beginners. And I'm taking this black shade, and I think I'm using my Sigma E55 brush, sorry guys, and I'm applying the black, the corners, and I'm starting off very, very small, and you don't want to apply too much black at once because it can be so easy to look like a raccoon, and that is not good. And I'm blending it out with this tapered blending brush by Sigma. It's their E40 brush. Yes, girl. I'm looking slayed. And yeah, my acne is like really, really bad. I just got off my period, so you know how that goes. So see how I'm packing the black shadow on, and I went back and added more product, and then I'm blending it out just to intensify the black because we want a beautiful smoky eye. And I'm going in and using the shade Angelique, And I'm using my NYX setting spray, and I sprayed my brush. So I'm actually not sure what brush this is. I know it's from e.l.f., but I think it's like their blending brush. And I'm using this to apply my shimmery shadow towards the front. And you see like where I left that little space, we're going to go back in with another shimmery color from the same palette. And I will be using the shade Contenu. I'm sorry if I didn't say that right. And I'm just blending that blue right up in there. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just packing on the color just to intensify this eye more and more. So as you see, I'm packing on that blue. And I just keep going back in and packing more and more color so my eyes can just freaking pop, okay? And I even went back and used my Sigma E55 brush to add some more black. So remember my big fluffy Morphe brush that I was using? I'm also just going to be taking this brush to blend out the harsh lines from the shimmery shadow so this eye can blend and look very, very nicely. I'm taking this glitter jelly from Glitter Injections in the shade Mermaid Diet, and I'm applying it with a Beige Cosmetics flat brush, and you can use any flat brush for this, guys. And the reason why I don't need any glue to apply this glitter is because it's like a jelly substance, so it's already like sort of wet. It'll stick by itself. I will only be applying this glitter on the white shimmer part of my shadow just to give it that pop, because this look was looking kind of basic, so I had to help it a little bit. So I'm taking my white liquid liner that I got from like eBay, and I'm applying it on my waterline. And please, 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 if you are a beginner, do not do this, because this can burn the heck out of your eyes. It'll get all in your eyes if you don't know how to do it. I'm not even supposed to be doing this, but I do it just to give me like that Barbie look. So before I apply my foundation, I like to prime my face with this Cetaphil's moisturizing cream, and I'm also taking this mist spray in the shade Golden Honey from Egyptian Glow. And this stuff smells so good, y'all. Y'all need to invest. And the last thing that I use is the strobe cream from MAC. And this stuff also smells good, and it leaves my face like really, really glowy. I love the way it makes my foundation smooth and glowy in the sun. All of these products makes my foundation look nice, but the strobe cream, I can really say, definitely helps. I also like to correct my face. So I will be taking this NYX color correcting palette, and I'm going in with this pink shade, and I'm going under my eyes. And I will also be going like anywhere that I highlight, I will be putting this stuff on. And I also like to go over my acne just so it won't be transparent when I do apply my foundation. I want that acne to be covered, okay? It's actually funny because I'm using a contour brush from the Real Techniques to apply this corrector, and it gets the job done very well, so that's why I love it. So now I'm going to go in with my MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and I use the shade NC42. So this was the shade that I actually was using a really dark shade before, and the lady was like, no, you are not that shade. And I remember somebody matched me as like an NC44 or something like that like a while ago, and I've just been using that for like 3 years. So I've been orange all this time, but I didn't mind it just because I still like the way I look. But that lady, she was not playing with me. She was like, oh no, I know your color. And she just picked it out. So I'm using my buffing brush from the Real Techniques. I love this brush for my foundation. This is all I use. And you can get the Real Technique brushes at your local Walmart, Target, Ulta. Right here. Do you guys see how like I'm like going under and cleaning up my under eye? And I'm trying to be very, very careful because this brush is very thick And it is a buffing brush, so you just want to be very careful while you're under there and not mess up your liner or your eye look, because nobody wants to start all over again. So I'm just buffing out my foundation, and this brush just is perfect. Like I'm telling y'all, if you guys do not have a foundation brush, get the Real Techniques bluffing brush, period, okay? It makes my foundation look so smooth. So now I'm going in with this MAC Pro Long Pressed Powder, and this is so old. I had this since like 2016, so the back wore off for me to even tell you guys a shade. But this is their pressed powder, and as you can see, I had this for almost like 3 years. With that being said, you always want to set your liquids with a powder. So that's the reason why I'm setting my foundation with this powder, and I'm just pressing it in with the same bluffing brush. And I'm just pressing it into my foundation so it can look smooth and have that full coverage, you know? Okay, so when I highlight my face, I like to go in with this Tarte Shape Tapes concealer. And I'm so sorry, I don't know the shade. I know it was like medium something. And I like to go under my eyes, on my forehead, on my nose, and on my chin. You guys will see where I highlight, you know, the areas on my face. So just follow that, and I use the brush to apply this stuff, and I love their concealer just because it's such full coverage. I'm a full coverage sort of girl. I don't like any thin layers. I want it to be thick and messy and clumpy looking. Like, yes, I want drama. I'm just kidding, but I really do love this concealer just because of the full coverage, and I don't have to apply plenty of layers to get the look that I want. So now I'm taking the Real Techniques buffing brush, my God, and I'm just blending out that highlight. And this is the same brush that I blended my foundation with. I pretty much use it with everything. It's my holy grail. So like I said, you always set your liquids with a powder. So now I'm going in with my Sacha's Buttercup setting powder in the shade Buttercup Light. And I'm taking my Real Techniques contour brush to apply the powder just because I feel like it's the easiest to apply with this brush. So I'm just going under all the highlighting areas that I highlighted my face with. I'm just going back over it with this powder. Oh my God. Yo. I'm like just setting my makeup on my new MacBook. This is why, you know, I can't have anything. And this is why I need a case. I'm just setting my makeup on my MacBook like it's like that wasn't just $1,000 and something. Well, I didn't pay for it, but you know, it's still like. So now I'm going in with my MAC Medium Gold Mineralized Skin Finish. And I love this stuff, y'all. It makes my skin look like skin. Like I just don't know. It's like a setting powder. You don't need this, but I just like the way it makes my highlight look. I usually apply this over my highlight areas, and it just, like, I don't know what it does. It just does something. Like, I can't even tell you guys why I like it. It's just, it makes my skin look like skin. It definitely does make a difference to my highlight. I think it just brings it out, I guess. Now I'm just going in with my Black Radiance Contour Press Palette, and I use this dark brown right here. I used to use the middle shade, but it just wasn't giving me, you know, that dramatic look that I like. And I'm using this Sigma F40 large angled contour brush, and pay attention to how I apply this on. I pretty much pack it on, and then I'm just going to blend it out. So you guys will see that I'm going to look really crazy, really dark. But please trust the process. Like, please don't click off my video. I promise I will blend it out. It's not going to look like this. I just like dramatic looking contour. At first, I was using this Shani blending brush to like try to, I think it's a powder brush actually. I was trying to blend out my contour, but it just was not working out. I usually blend out my contour with that buffing brush that I've been using with for my foundation. I'm telling you guys, that's my holy grail. That's what I use for pretty much everything on my face. So yeah, as you see, I'm not even making a difference at all. Like no, girl. Like, no. So I did switch over and I started using the buffing brush. And now you can kind of see it's blending out. Now it's time to glow, honey. I'm taking MAC's 161 SES brush and I'm taking their Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Snow Flush. And this actually came in a holiday collection for Christmas. So as you see, I sprayed the brush so my highlight can pop out. And I love this brush to apply my highlighter, y'all. Like, it literally blends my highlight as I'm applying it. Like, and it's so soft. Like, it's such a smooth and easy application. And if you guys want your highlight to look poppin', I would definitely get this brush and make sure it's still on. You know, I have to make sure it's still on their site, but if it is, I'll link it below. So I'm applying my nose contour with this Sigma E25 blending brush. And I really, really love this brush for my nose contour just because the brush is perfect for like my nose and it applies the right amount of product. So very, very easy. And I'm also just blending it out with my holy grail brush, you know, the blending brush or the buffing brush from the Real Techniques. That's my favorite brush. I'm telling y'all, that's all I use. And now I'm just going in and highlighting my nose and highlighting the rest of my face. I love to be drenched in highlight. Like, I need to be popping. I need to be the baddest thing walking. I need to shine, like, just shine. So that's the reason why I gotta be so extra. So I'm sorry, y'all. It has to be... I don't play about highlight, okay? I'm just taking my Shani brush and I'm blending out the highlight a little bit. I should have been did this, but now I'm going under my eye with a small detailer brush from Beige Cosmetics. And I'm going in with that black shade that I use on the outer corners of my smoky eye. And this isn't like a single brush. I ordered a brush set from Beige Cosmetics, so you'd have to order the whole brush set. Okay guys, so my camera actually had died. So I just went ahead and crimped my hair just because I was letting my camera charge and everything. So all I'm going to be doing now is just cleaning up my contour, and I really wanted to finish this look on camera, so that's why I did not proceed with it. I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I'm cleaning up my contour. And take your time with this. You just want to like go right under your contour and do like a line. And here comes my holy grail brush, the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just blending out that concealer so it won't be like a harsh line. And you also want to be careful with this, kind of like blend downwards so you won't mess it up. So with the same brush that I went under my under eyes with, I'm taking the shade Angelique from the Afrique palette and I'm just applying it in my inner corners. And this is just so it can pop out my eyes. I love putting a shadow in my inner corners because, I don't know, it just brings out my eye. I'm taking my Anastasia, or is it Anastasia? Beverly Hills Lip Palette, Volume 1. And I'm going in with shade 6. And I'm applying it with a BH Cosmetics flat brush. I like to line my lips with the dark color first, as you could see, okay? And I've been applying my lipsticks on with brushes lately, and I really seem to like it. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all because you guys know that's what I do. I'm still trying to perfect the whole ombre lip sort of thing, so I really love that nude lip, and I like it to look ombre, but you know, I'm still trying to learn how to do it, but you know, it ends up still looking nice. So I'm applying my satin lipstick from MAC, and this is the shade Myth, and I like to apply that all over my lips, and I do that mama noise, you know. And I'm just going back in and applying some more liner around my lips with that Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in the shade 6 once again. And I also make that mama noise again, and I'm just applying some more. I just go back and forth when applying it until I like it how I want. And I eventually ended up using my finger to like smooth out that harsh line, as you see right here. And when I'm finished, I like to go over it with a clear lip gloss, and this is from MAC. This is the final result, you guys. How do you like it? It's definitely unplanned. I really did not plan this look at all. I kind of just did it off the strength of just doing it. This is my New Year's look, but we cannot forget the most important part. I'm going to be setting my face with this Mist Glow from Egyptian Glow, and this stuff is supposed to make you glow, and I'm about to be glowing, okay? So let's get ready for this. I just have to spray everywhere, you know, because I'm just extra. Okay, now I am finished, and what a difference, okay? I'm just gonna rub this all over my chest, you know, because it does make you glow and everything. So I will be right back. I'm going to put my outfit on so you guys can see what I'm looking like. I'll be right back, guys. So this is the end of my look, babes. I hope you really enjoyed it. This is pretty much how I'm just going to be rocking for New Year's Eve. If you guys had seen my Fashion Nova video, I did try this on. So I am wearing the sequin dress that I tried on in my Fashion Nova haul. So if you haven't checked that video out, make sure you go ahead and look at that so you can see the full details. As you can see, it's like gold, and then it's like an ombre. It goes right into like navy blue. So I really love this look with this. I thought it was going to be way too much, but it actually worked out being perfect with this. Like, I think the white towards the front really is bringing this look out, and I'm loving that navy blue color. It's like really popping this dress out even more. So I thought less would be more with this dress, but I'm actually seeing that it looks cute with more, you know? So I like it. I hope you guys like it too. Comment below, tell me guys what you think. I really hope you guys have a really good new year, and I pray that you achieve all your goals that you set for yourself this year. I'm super excited, and yeah, I'm also nervous for 2019 because each year comes with blessings and also lessons. So, you know, it's always a negative to a positive, so we just got to see how this year goes. But I'm really excited for it, and I cannot wait to take you guys with me. So I want to thank you so much for staying tuned, and if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, honey, okay? Because you don't want to miss any of my videos. And I promise I have so much more content coming. For this to be unplanned, I'm actually really happy with it. So I hope you guys like it too, okay? So thank you so much for watching. I love you, babes. Bye.